with extraction number, I forget how many. Down in this bottom here. Finally got some rain. There's the camera. Let's look around and see if those acorns are starting to fall yet. Alright. And it's finally cooling off a little bit. Alright. Let's get the camera off. Stay tuned. Alright. Extraction is complete. And what do we have here? Clumped droppings. Right here, and there's acorns starting to fall. That's always a good sign. It'll be interesting to see. Reach down here and find out. See if these caps are notched. They're not, so they probably got knocked down, but there's acorns falling. And we got clumped deer droppings, and they look fairly fresh, so it'll be interesting to see. There's that little rub. And I think a lot of times when this area, and it'll fill up with water, we just got some rain the other day, but we've got fallen acorns. Let's see if we got any more droppings. That's a great sign. Only downside about, to me, is when these swamps dry up, the deer can kind of come and go wherever they want to. When it's full of water, even though deer don't have any problem walking through water, they prefer not to. And they have a tendency to funnel around off whatever high ground they can find, so it's like anything else, it's a crapshoot. But if that tree back there turns into a feed tree, then I might be able to kill a buck off of it if that one comes through. I jumped something on the way in. That may be the buck laying up down. It was down over there. All right, not a bad sign. All right, we'll go get the next camera. Stay tuned. Extraction is complete. And although we don't know what we got on the camera yet, and that'll determine just how hard we come in here and do some scouting. But if we get something with horns, I'm going to try to figure out how to pin it down and where the best location is going to be. God, these cypress knees are bad. It's going to be tough coming in here in the dark. I am 1 week and 2 days away from the opening morning of black powder on this particular management area. And this is the last spot that I'm going to scout for now. I think I saw this the last time I was in here. Alright. I don't know if you can tell by the wind blowing, but there's a front coming in, and it's actually incredibly cool this morning. For Florida, it's probably in the 60s. Alright, some big old tracks. I don't know if those are hog tracks or deer tracks, but this seems to be a trail right here. Just kind of ease along here a little bit. Let's see if we can hear any acorns falling. Or see any more activity that would kind of help us pin them down. Like I said, I'm sure if we get normal rain, and the Farmer's Almanac is saying it's going to be wet and cool for our winter, this area will probably fill up with water, kind of like it already is. And like I said, I want to try and find some high ground that maybe they're funneling through or around to where they can avoid having to walk through water. Alright, stay tuned. This is definitely some sort of game trail right here. You can see tracks. It's hard to tell if they're hog tracks or deer tracks. I'm sure it's probably a combination of the two. But that's a real good sign. It kind of hubs with another kind of a faint trail here and another one here. So I think we're definitely in the vicinity of a good spot. It's just without those fallen acorns and half a dozen sets of fresh droppings underneath them, it's really hard to pin them down. But this definitely looks like some activity going through here, and hopefully there's some stuff on the camera. The next thing to do, yeah, there's some more rubs over there. There's a rub on that tree right there I can see from here. They're not big, but we may be onto something here. Now I've got to find a decent tree to get my climber up into where I can catch a glimpse of where all these trailheads come together. There's another rub right there. Gets up to a little bit higher ground and more trails. Old rubs. Alright. God, if I can get some of these oak trees dropping acorns, it would just enhance this area. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Definitely one with horns in here, that's for sure. Ow. So far I have yet to use mosquito repellent. Alright, I gotta pick a tree. The wind's gonna be, this is gonna be a south wind stand, I know that for a fact. Maybe a south is that way, west is that way, so a south-southwest scenario, so interesting. Well, God, it's pretty in here. Stay tuned. I'm gonna figure this one out. Like I said, I probably won't put the cameras out again for a while because my black powder season opens up a week from this Saturday. Skip a week and then we go into gun season, and I'm gonna lay with them as much as I can. And hopefully it'll stay cool like this. So anyway, stay tuned. We'll see what's on the other camera.